Okay, come into frame. So welcome to my next vlog, my latest vlog, and today we're talking all about him.
Me.
Actually, we're talking about mertenders and merwranglers and why it's so essential to have them for your business. So if you're going to be a performing mermaid, you might need some help because you're wearing a mermaid tail and you can't walk around. So what are some of the jobs you do for us, Shawnee?
I do everything you can't do with the tail.
Quite literally.
Yeah. Clean up and odd jobs and photographs and pictures, video, and a lot of last minute preparations and whatever else needs to be done.
Most importantly, you pick me up.
Yeah, I carry you around. I forgot about that part, yeah.
You pick me up, and Shawnee's also there for my safety. And believe it or not, Sean has had to jump into a pool several times to help me get children who maybe there wasn't a
Swimming impaired.
Lifeguard present or swimming impaired children. You don't have to have a male mertender or merwrangler. That seems to be the big thing. Show them your muscles. Show them muscles. Show muscles.
I don't have any.
Shawnee has big muscles.
They're on my other outfit.
And if you remember from one of my earlier videos, we showed you how heavy one of the tails was. It was like 30 pounds, and then you put like a girl in it who's 130, and then you add like 20 pounds of water, and you need to be able to carry a lot. So in my last video, we showed the dolly. We showed the dolly, and so Sean will push us on the dolly, but he still has to from time to time pick me up and move me from one place to another. We try and minimize that so he doesn't get hurt. He dropped me once.
But you landed on me.
But I landed on you.
I'm a good cushion.
Isn't that love? Look at how I have to put my head back here because
me too.
When I'm up like this, I have a pumpkin head next to your tiny little head.
I shrink it just before we go in.
Tiny little head.
Video.
And I have big giant cheeks and head. And it's so obvious.
Pumpkin head the mermaid.
Pumpkin head the mermaid. I have an orange mermaid tail too. It works just like
perfect. That. You look at or a carrot, a big carrot.
Big carrot tail. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think is the hardest part about being a merwrangler?
I think safety is always on my mind, be it working with children or working with people who are unaware of the process. First and foremost is safety, and then after that, making the magic happen and keeping the illusion, so, keeping people happy. Yeah,
what kind of goes into keeping the illusion? Just for people who don't know.
Just not doing all the odds and ends in front of folks and making it look as easy as possible. Yeah.
And also, I'll put my costume on away from prying eyes, and Sean actually helps me get it on quickly. When we went to Merfest, he was helping everyone get in their tail.
They were all really bad at it. So.
I don't know why. And he's also carrying people around, and that was good. So what would you say is the best part about being the merwrangler besides dating the lovely mermaid, which is not a prerequisite to being a merwrangler, I promise.
It's a lot of fun. I'd say just getting it and having fun with a lot of kids and doing new things and making people smile. And after that, I mean, the money's good too. The fame,
hey, you're merwranglers!
The fame is fantastic.
Says the guy who's totally shy and doesn't like being the center of attention. I can't even believe I got him to do this video with me.
Being bribed.
He is. He's being bribed with love. So is there anything that you think a merwrangler or a mertender should have or own to help them do their job better?
Insurance.
Insurance. So good.
Yeah.
You should actually have that for your whole company. We talk about it in my book. We talk about it in my workshops, which, by the way, there's an online workshop coming up. And I'm probably going to do a vlog about insurance as well. It's very important. And it's not just your standard performer's insurance. That's not going to cut it if you're actually running a business. If you're doing the odd performance, it's fine. But, he has the potential of dropping me or
hurting others, hurting ourselves, damaging property.
You pick up a mermaid, you might accidentally swing the mermaid's tail and you hit somebody or you hit something.
Or they slip and fall on their own.
Or, yeah, the tail will leave water places. So we've slipped before and had people slip. So scary stuff. So any other words of wisdom for future mertenders and merwranglers out there? No. He just wants to talk as little as possible. This is going to be like my shortest vlog.
I'm going to get cat.
Shawnee's been really wonderful and instrumental in my business, and I think that having an don't laugh at me.
He's running away.
Having a mer tender or mer wrangler is really essential. Like we said, for safety. You can also offer photography by having them do it. Here is our mer kitty. This is Chicklet. She's 17 years old. We adopted her. She came from my parents. They had a tenant upstairs who passed away suddenly, and he'd had her for 16 years. And the only reason we keep her is because she loves Sean. She doesn't like me at all. She doesn't tolerate me at all. She's like a very special part of the mer community that don't like me either. But like you.
Aww.
Yeah, so anyway, Chicky. Chicky's great. You should always look at shelters before you decide to buy an animal, because there's lots of good kitties. Even ones that give you the stink eye and don't like you still deserve a home. That's our little SPCA little bit at the end here. Say bye, Chicklet. Thanks, guys. So we're going to have more videos coming up. Like I said, we'll do the one about insurance. If you have any questions, things you want to hear from us, please leave a comment in the comment section or send me an email. Check out our website, halifaxmermaids.com. You can buy my book, which has loads of mermaid information in it at www.makemeamermaid.com. There's also a link for it on our website. You can follow us on Facebook under Halifax Mermaids and Raina the Halifax Mermaid. And there are lots of awesome tutorials on the internet on mernetwork.com. It's a forum for mermaids and people who support mermaids and people who just like mermaids. So I hope that my vlogs are helpful to you and that you're going to be able to use them to create your own mermaid career and snag yourself an awesome mer tender or mer wrangler.
Per wrangler.
Mer kitty.